Welcome back everyone. So today we're going to be talking about the grammar unit 9, but guess what? We have a special guest.
Good morning, Mr. Khaled here, a fellow English teacher with Mr. Rami.
That's right.
And we're going to be co-explaining adverbs, grammar unit 9 in your books.
Okay, we're gonna be co-teaching, right? So this is the next best rap song of 2025.
Do it.
Rami featuring Khaled, or Khaled featuring Rami, it doesn't really matter. Are you ready, Khaled?
Yes.
Okay,
Let's go ahead.
I will start with the introduction.
Sure.
Okay, so adverbs, here's how you can remember what adverbs are. From the name itself, adverbs. A stands for adverbs, and then you can imagine that D stands for describe, and then verbs stands for verbs. So adverbs describe verbs. It's as simple as that. Now, sometimes adjectives can even describe other adjectives. Can you read this part, Mr. Khaled?
Sure. You want me to flip?
Can you read this part?
Oh yeah, of course. Or even other adverbs, right? So adverbs, guys, they not only describe verbs, they describe different types of words. Sometimes they describe adjectives. For example, this pen is very expensive. Expensive is an adjective describing the word pen in my example, and the very is adding meaning to that adjective, making it more intense, very expensive. So in that case, the adverb is describing an adjective. Or sometimes we also describe an adverb. We will see examples of that in the slides to come.
Maybe an example of an adverb describing another adverb. Sorry, Khaled, can you so they can see?
Of course.
Maybe really quickly. No, keep on. But I just want the students to see what's written up here. So maybe really quickly. Right?
Yes.
Really quickly. It's an example of an adverb describing another adverb really quickly. Or as Mr. Khaled said, very expensive.
Yeah.
It's an example of an adverb, very, describing another adjective, expensive. But for now, we will mostly focus on adverbs describing verbs, as the title says.
Yes.
Okay, Khaled, can you go to the next page?
Of course.
Okay, would you like to take over on this page?
Yeah,
Khaled?
sure.
Okay.
Alright. These adverbs, adverbs that describe verbs, usually we take them in the form of something that's adding meaning to the action of the sentence. For example, let's say I am walking quickly, right? How am I walking quickly? The word quickly in the sentence is adding meaning to the verb, which is walking, making it more. Yeah? The types of these adverbs are not very many for you guys. There are going to be only 1, 2, 3, and 4 for this time, and a few more to come. For the ones here, we have adverbs of time, manner, frequency, and place. Starting with the first simple two. Adverbs of time are words that show time. As you can see, yesterday, later, soon, and then. Usually, these guys over here answer the question when. When is the action happening? I was walking yesterday. When were you walking? Yesterday. Same thing goes for the adverbs of place. They answer the question where. Where are you walking? Or where are you? I'm there. Where are you? Downstairs. Where is my table? Everywhere. Of course, that doesn't make sense, but for the sake of the example. Okay? Each type of adverb answers a specific question. So we have when so far, and we have where, which leaves us with the two confusing ones. How? How are you doing it? Loudly. How are you talking? Loudly. How are you? I'm well. Yes? Or how did you move that phone? I moved it gently. These guys over here are the ones that usually confuse students, and they answer the question, how often? Usually used with the simple present tense that you should have studied with Mr. Rami before. Yes, Mr. Rami?
Oh yes, the present tense?
Yes.
Yes.
Present repetition.
Yes.
Yeah. You can go ahead and take the floor on the frequency ones if you want.
Okay. I just wanted to add something to what you were saying. So manner means how, right?
Yes.
Yes, I'm just gonna make a note over here, just so they can remember the difference between them. And frequency means how often. So it's how often you do something. Do you do it every day? Do you usually do it? Do you always do it? Now, both Mr. Khaled and I are going to step away from the camera just for a minute. So I'm going to remove my big head from the camera just for a minute, so you guys can take a screenshot if you want.
Go ahead. 3, 2, 1.
Okay. And we're back. case you missed us, we're back, okay, guys? Hopefully you didn't miss us too much. So, and you will also notice the color coding. So, time adverbs are in green, red adverbs are the adverbs of manner, purple for frequency, and green also for place. So, hopefully, this should make it easier for you. Let's go.
Yes, Mr. Rami, you pointed out something that usually, I saw you underline this, yeah? Usually adverbs of manner are adverbs that usually end with ly. This over here is an exception. I think Mr. Rami has a slide for this one in the end, but usually they all end with ly. Yes?
Yes, adverbs usually end with ly, as Mr. Khaled said. This is something important because adding ly has 5 rules. Let's go to the rules.
Yes. Go ahead.
So rule number 1, as Mr. Khaled just said right now, most adverbs, especially adverbs of manner, take ly at the end. What are the examples, Mr. Khaled?
So we have quickly, right? Quick is an adjective. We add ly to it to make it into an adverb of manner. How am I moving? I'm moving quickly. Sad, same thing. How are you feeling, Mr. Rami? Sad usually, right?
Now I'm feeling a bit sad because we don't do this every time, but if you do this every time, I will be more happy.
Yeah, so basically, guys, what Mr. Rami said, you add ly to answer the question how and create an adverb of manner.
Yes, sorry, Mr. Khaled, excuse me, I just wanted to remind you, because I don't have a microphone yet, I'm not Mr. Beast yet, so I have to speak straight into the microphone so you guys can hear me. So I just wanted to remind you.
Sure, I'll try to speak more to the camera so you guys can hear me.
Yeah.
Will I flip it, Mr.?
Yeah, let's go to the next page.
Let's go.
So here we have rules number 2 and 3. Let's start with rule number 2. If the adjective ends with y, I would change the y to I, and then I will add ly. Let's read some of the examples. Happy becomes happily. I would change the y to I, and then I will add ily. Steady, I will drop the y, change it to I, and then add ly. So it becomes ily in the end. ily. Now Mr. Khaled will take over for rule number 3.
Of course. If your adjective, word you're changing, ends with le, like gentle, like responsible, alright? If the word you are making into an adverb ends with these 2 letters over here, what you have to do is drop the e, Mr. Rami put them here in red, and then we add y instead of it. And then we add y instead of the e. Make sense? Very simple rules here, guys, okay? So y, we remove the y, we put ly, and le, we drop the e, and we add a y instead.
So if the adverb ends with le, I will drop the e entirely.
Yes.
And I change it to y.
Yes. The L stays, as you can see. Drop the E and the Y instead of it.
So the L stays. Okay.
Alright.
Let's see what we have next.
We should have more rules to come, yeah?
I will cover rule number 4, and perhaps Mr. Khaled will do us the honors for rule number 5. If the adjective ends with L, add ly. So I will keep the original L, I will keep the OGL, and then I will add another L and a Y, right? So I will end up with a cocktail, okay guys? So for example, finally ends with L, add another L and then Y. Finally. Careful ends with an L, keep the L, but add another L and also a Y. Carefully. Now, we are coming to rule number 5, which is the last rule for this lesson. And Mr. Khaled is going to talk to you about rule number 5 with the word ally. Okay.
Absolutely. Mr. Rami chose to have this as a kind of separate meaning word, ally. Ally means friend. Ally is your friend, right? Mr. Rami has this note here. Remember, ally is your friend. Any time you see a word that you need to change into an adverb that ends with IC, like comic, dramatic, tragic, sarcastic, and many, many more words. All of these, you keep the IC and you add ally. You add your friend to make it into an adverb. And one thing to note here, guys, this A over here is usually silent. So don't say comically, right? We say comically, we say dramatically, and we say tragically. So whenever you're saying them, you drop the sound of the A. always added to the word. Yeah?
This is something important which you reminded me of, Mr. Khaled.
Yes.
If I were recording this video without you, I would have forgotten to mention the A is silent part. So we have to thank Mr. Khaled for the reminder. So the A that comes after C is going to be silent.
Yes.
I will not say comically, right? Comically, as if the A didn't even exist.
Tragically, musically, forecastically. Alright?
Okay. How about we step away for 3 seconds?
For a screenshot?
Yeah, for a screenshot.
Let's go.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, and snap.
Okay, this should be enough. Let's see what else we have. Irregular adverbs.
All yours is the
Okay. Now, I think in grammar unit 2 or 3, grammar unit 3, we talked about irregular verbs. Verbs that don't follow any rules, right? Similarly with adverbs, we also have adverbs that do not follow the ly rules, right? They become completely new words on their own. For example, good. I cannot say goodly, right? Good becomes well, so a completely new word. Fast. I cannot say fastly. Fast actually stays the same as an adjective or as an adverb. Now we will find a list of irregular adverbs on page 58. And Mr. Khaled and I are going to be talking about these irregular adverbs, which you will find on page 58. But Mr. Khaled and I are going to bring them to life. Because on page 58, they're lifeless, they're boring, they're just pieces of complicated, hard to understand text, but Mr. Khaled and I are going to bring them alive.
Let's see.
So here we have the hat trick. Mr. Khaled, if you want, you can start with late, and then I will take it over for high.
Absolutely.
And maybe you can finish off with hard.
Fantastic. Okay. Mr. Rami, do you mind if I go back for one slide?
The stage is yours.
Yes, thank you. Alright, so just wanted to give you examples about these guys, because sometimes these tend to be confusing. Even in your books, they are part of the confusion part that you always see in your grammar units. What I wanted to add is to put these into sentences that make sense to you. For example, fast remains fast. The adjective and adverb. As you guys know, adverbs are words that describe verbs and actions. Adjectives are words that describe nouns. So I can say I am fast. In this case, fast is describing me, which is a pronoun or a noun. That makes it an adjective. I am fast. Something in me, right? Something, a quality that I have. However, making it into an adverb requires it describing a verb and an action. I walk fast. In this case, fast is describing the way I walk, making fast an adverb. So to know which one you have in your sentence, check which word is it modifying or describing. And Mr. Rami, you are doing this one. And these are also part of the confusion slides, and you have to pay very good attention to this one. Late, like any other adverb or adjective, okay? Takes ly. However, this ly changes the meaning. It produces a different adverb, an adverb with a different meaning. Lately. I haven't eaten pizza lately, which means recently. Not late, the one in your head, the one that when you are going over the time limit that you have to be in a place, for example. So sometimes, when we make them into adverbs, they change, which begs the question, what is the adverb of the normal late? I don't want to mean recently, I want to mean late, actually late. It stays the same, right? I came.
Here are some examples.
I stayed up late, woke up late, all of that. Alright? Mr. Rami, you want to do the high one?
Okay. Now from the title hat trick, which means a score of 3. So Mr. Khaled explained to us all about late and lately. Now let's talk about high, and highly. First, we can start with high, the adjective, which simply means high, right? A high building or a high tower, adjective. Now let's talk about high, the adverb. For example, airplanes fly high in the sky. So here high is an adverb describing the verb fly. But I even have a third word, which is technically the second adverb. It's when I add ly. Now highly with ly it's an adverb, but it has nothing to do with something being high above the ground. Now, highly is similar to very, or a lot, or so much. I wrote an example over here on the whiteboard. I am highly interested in Mr. Rami's channel. So this means I am interested a lot, or I am very interested in Mr. Rami's channel. So highly, the second adverb with ly, has an even newer meaning. Okay, let's continue with hard, Mr. Khaled.
Fantastic. Mr. Rami, very interesting observation, yes. So each time you move to a new one, it's going to have a different meaning, specifically the last one. Taking us to hard, okay? I'm going to use Mr. Rami's examples over here, they're good ones. For example, when it's an adjective, the exam is hard. When I had a hard exam. In this case, the word hard is describing the word exam, which is a noun, making it an adjective. Step number 2, adverb. I studied hard, which means hard in this case is describing my action. Studying, study, has ed in it, so this is a verb. Alright? In this case, word describing a verb makes it an adverb. Going to the third one, adding ly to it, just like the other ones, completely changes the meaning. Hardly, in this case, with the ly, means barely. Completely different meaning. So try to remember, guys. When we add ly to hard, it becomes hardly. Means barely. When we add ly to high, it becomes highly. I think highly of you. A lot. Very much. And when we add ly to lately, it becomes recently. Something completely different. Alright? Do they need to screenshot this one, Mr. Rami?
Yes. Let's take a screenshot.
So I'm going to move from the and count.
Yeah, let's take it.
2, 1, and go.
Boom. Okay.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Alright. Flipping to, and it's your floor, relative adverbs.
You know, relative adverbs are probably the easiest of the bunch. They simply help you join two sentences together. Now we have three main relative adverbs that we are responsible for. What are they, Mr. Khaled?
We have when, why, and where. As you notice, Mr. Rami, they're all WH words. Begin with WH, and usually are used in the beginning of questions. Yes?
Yes, so sometimes we use these to ask questions, but in this case, they are relative adverbs, not used for questions, but used to join two sentences together. Okay, Mr. Khaled, can you read to us the first sentence?
I will upload the video when it's ready. Usually, to know when to use these, without them and whatever more meaning attaches to them, your sentence should be good on its own. For example, I will upload the video with sentence. And then to add meaning to it, we can add a relative adverb with all of the information needed afterwards. Same thing is going to be Mr. Rami for all of the other ones, yes? Now in this case, I know can be a good sentence.
I know.
Do you know? I know. Point.
Yeah.
And then why you subscribe, adding meaning. Of course, when we use when as a relative adverb, it adds meaning for time, right? Or condition, time condition. Why gives the reason, and where usually gives the place. Anything to add, Mr. Rami?
That's it, right? That's it. So relative adverbs add more information.
Yes.
But the first sentence can stand on its own.
Yes.
It can stand on its own. Mr. Khaled was saying that when talks about time.
Yes.
And why
talks about reason. I know why you subscribe. Always we ask why to tell the reason. And where usually is asked for place. You can tell me where the like button is. I'm actually asking for a place. Yes?
Yeah. Now the like button is found underneath the video. Okay, guys. So make sure you press on it.
Yes. Don't think that we need to tell them where that one is.
Yeah. We don't really need to tell them where that.
It's the one that looks like this.
It's the thumbs up, right? Okay. That's it for this lesson. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. Any goodbye words, Mr. Khaled? Any last words?
Good luck. Anything that you need, you can always put a comment below the video, right? Subscribe. You can always ask us.
For sure.
And
yeah,
for English lessons, hopefully we're always going to be here.
Yeah. So comments and questions, feel free to ask us. And that's it. Let us know in the comments what you think of the collaboration of the century, and we'll make sure to do more collabs. Okay, more collabs. Okay, thank you everyone, and we'll see you soon. Now, when Mr. Khaled and I step away, we can also take a screenshot, but goodbye, folks.
Bye bye.